There we go. Back in action.
Oh, yeah, we're back.
It's a very cool long hard beetle.
Okay, let's do this low fit. The Prince Eel.
Prince what?
Prince Eel.
Got it. I believe Glarn had a piece of advice for that in the Discord. I'll check. About coloring. I think it might have been another talk. I don't know if I can find it, but to summarize, I believe the idea was that the kind of like the erectile fin is red in color for display function.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I have like room for putting it into like a crevice or something.
Perhaps you have room. So you see the little garden eel coming out of the snail, kind of like just under the scaphomorph coral, kind of there.
I think that would look a little cramped.
It might. Oh yeah, you're right.
No, but what I will make it, it's like basically on the look
Oh,
for
sorry, no, I mean
new.
like just the face showing, coming like resting on the rock below it. No, it doesn't matter. That works too.
It's in between. It's looking for new real estate.
That works. Yeah, that looks good. This guy is 180 centimeters. That's pretty sizable. Yeah, that'll look good for that distance.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to put it like there. Otherwise, it's a bit too big for that. Although, wait. It might actually work down there. Let me.
Oh, yeah. Resting on the bottom below the nomads.
There.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Kind of just head poking out.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. We have already so much in that area.
It's true.
I think I'm staying with the original plan here. In the back.
Mm-hmm. Did we end up putting a siren into this piece yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Still considering if I want one in there.
One thing I wonder if it's realistic, but you could have a baby siren following around a whale, like if it's adopted it.
Yeah, I don't think we have a fitting whale for something like this.
That's true. Oh, thank you, Glarn. It's got wolfish or moray eel color scheme. So it's cryptic. Probably wolf eels are a good color for that. Crest is red, flared to startle predators. It's a low-photed. Do they have... Is there crest erectile? I don't know if
partially.
It is. Partially, okay. And I forgot just how weird these guys are in real life.
There we go.
One thing I've been having with the YouTube stream, I don't know if this is just me, but when I switch away from the tab, it doesn't continue along.
That
so
is
like when I switch back to the
that's
tab,
a YouTube thing. When you don't have it stops playing when you don't have the audio on.
Oh, that's why. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I'll just turn the audio on like 1% or something.
Yeah. That's what I oftentimes do too.
There you go. Let me know if you have any playback on my side, and I'll turn it off.
Oh, sounds good so far. I need to clean up a little bit the background after stream. But in the meantime, let's carry on. To stuff towards the top here. We wanted to add a swarm of these blue things.
Oh, that's... Oh, Garcia, that's a smart move. I will see if I can do that. I think I can. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay, we have our prototype, and now the fun part of grabbing it, copying it, turning it into stew. Turning it into brush. That's it. Okay. And now a little bit of jitter. Ah, beautiful. Ah. Okay, and now moving this layer all the way down. So it's behind the whales.
Oh shit, remind me, what's the name of this fish? Is this cooked shells? Zone of it? Cryos, probably?
I think it's cooked shells. Yes, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Good.
There's that.
I wonder, Yash, do you want to move some of those penguins a little closer to the fish if they might be small enough to be prey
I'm
items?
considering that too, yeah.
Vivitakli haji, a new genus and new species of an old horse based on holotypic partial lower jaw, including posterior dentary with angular process. It is found from the latest Cretaceous terrestrial the Itakri Lamenta Formation of the Itakri area, Barkin District, Balakistan. Very funny thing we got posted. Jurisdiction of perfect outfits on the Itapor IJC.
Okay, and now the butterfly shark. Let's see if that works. Oh, still have the jitter on.
Butterfly shark is going in.
Indeed.
Cool. Have you considered the heterodontid from the same submission? I quite like it.
Having talked with the local shark people, yeah.
Okay. I trust them more than myself.
Looking back on it, I don't know why Rodin said that my rocket ships I fought for had like confusing anatomy. I don't think it's I don't think it's any more confusing than like the average siphonophore.
I think part of it is just that siphonophores are confusing to people who are not familiar with siphonophores like myself.
No, I meant no, because I meant more so like I thought rodent meant like it was confusing even for a siphonophore, rather
I
than
have no
just like
idea.
confused because it is a siphonophore.
I'm sure it is. I don't know what to make of it.
I don't think it is. The only thing that's kind of weird about it is that the cyphosome is quite large. Spec project I'd like to see in the future is not necessarily a spec project, but just like maybe like a monthly drawing challenge or something. It's like deep sea stuff. Mostly because it's an excuse to draw more weird invertebrates. There's a sea slugs of Hawaii website. Oh my goodness.
Maybe have one of the butterfly sharks kind of swimming just out of reach of the pygmy Yor whale. And that's why it's kind of looking in a certain direction.
I think it's I made some a little bit too low detail for that.
That's fair.
Wait. What's the update message attributed? Let me scroll up. Oh yeah, I'm in the official document. I think the update is attributed to pork soda.
Oh.
Oh, who made it then?
I
can check that myself.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. You're right, it is Viswan. The ancestor didgeridoo sponge is by pork soda. Thank you for catching that.
Okay, I think I'm done.
No interest in the siren?
In principle, yes. I just don't know really what to do with it.
You got some space above the shark in the top left side.
Yeah, but I think it needs the space there.
Okay. That's fair.
Like when let me take a layer. When I'm putting it in here, it's like.
Let's see, how many tacks are we on? Oh, we're at 68. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we have a good amount. We are certainly not lacking in.
We could get 70. We could get 70, but I understand.
Just completely blocking out the horizon with Serenians.
Yeah. It's an option. If you don't mind, once we finish the reef piece, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go to bed.
That's fair. I think if I'm adding like a little swarm here of indistinct little silvery things. And some little. There we go. I might still add a few more details here and there. But
We end the species count here.
we ended here, indeed.
Okay, 68. And that puts us at, I don't believe there were any repeats. Were there?
No repeats, nope.
No repeats.
So that would put us at, let's see if I can do math. 119, I believe, canonized. Be good.
Yeah. I will still need to adjust a little bit the values here and there a little bit to give a little bit better depth perception in a few areas. Also, yeah, as mentioned, some cleanup in the background from the original sketch. Like this area here, like looks weirdly muddy in the moment. Stuff here, still a bit of the original sketch coming through and shit like that. I think I still need to slightly adjust the perspective on the surface of the water.
Oh, did you add the soft tissue of your big snail at the top of these little kind of columns, or do you not want to do that?
Oh no, it's in here.
Okay,
in one specimen, you can see it a little bit.
cool.
Also, Yash, I think it actually kind of looks good with that faint little bit of muddiness in the background. It kind of gives that effect of like the sand and mud from all the other areas nearby, kind of like with the currents being swept over.
Yeah,
introducing
but it's
all of these things here.
On the one hand, yes, but I think it's too much for my liking. I will need to like do a little bit more on it. Might also like slightly adjust some taxa placement and stuff like that to more suit what I had in mind. But yeah, this is Le Reef. I'm also still considering if like I put like in like another updude here in the corner or something. But yep.
Okay, Yash, I'm gonna head out now. VC is glitching a little bit for me as well, so I don't think I'd be of much use. I'll see you.
Okay, see you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Also, fun little thing, roughly 8% of species submitted have been canonized so far. Very roughly 8%.
Hey.
Actually, wait a minute, I did not take probably actually closer to 6%. But still. And now we move on to the Savannah, maybe.
Ba, 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 ba. Do.
Also, if we're gonna do a little bit of the Savannah, I think it'd be good to just do plants. Since
Yeah.
that's
No. We're gonna do only like landscape and stuff.
Yeah, I was saying like not even like set out animals, just focus on the big important thing of this area, the plants.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. I'm just thinking in the moment. Is there anything I have left to do with this that is needed really? Ba. Thank you, Fossilized. I am quite happy with this as well. And I'm very happy that I labeled a lot of the stuff yesterday already. Doing it all in one sweep would be pain. Oh boy. But yeah. The reefs. They called to me. Oh, actually, let me try something. Can't stop trying. How does this look?
Octolus is asking in the other type text, do we get rid of Hitotoshi's puffer or is the layer disabled?
Ooh. Oh god. Oh no.
Oh, it's so oh no, it's so, oh my god.
Yeah, no,
it's
it
so
doesn't.
blue.
Fuck. Oh no. What happened to it?
What happened?
It's so blue.
No,
No.
what happened to the layer?
They're at
Did
the
I
Baja Blast.
or did I
This,
accidentally put the layer into a different layer group?
this is what happens when you put Mika in the piece. It all turns
No. Oh god.
saturated.
Oh god, no, what you know what could have happened? I might have accidentally cropped in a layer. And it was on that layer.
So we have to redo it?
Not necessarily.
Also, Corey, yes, the streams have been glitching out a bit today, so this is like the third time it's had to stop and restart.
Yeah. Let me go to YouTube. No, don't. And let's have a look at the recording. There's the truck minute. There is that. Oh, it should be not long afterwards. There's a yellow guy. Many yellow guys. There I begin working on the puffer. Disable chat. Oh, come on. I knew at some point I zoomed in a little bit more. Did I not? Yes. Okay, I'm adding some more details. Come on. Come on, previous me. Okay. I stole from myself. Just have to get rid of my own cursor here. Puffer saved.
Yippee!
Can't believe Yashua uses stolen art.
I know, right? I'm not better than these people that use AI. Okay.
Still posting AI artwork in other talk. It is 6 digits.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the beaver dog. Incredible. Such a horrible creature. Okay. Do, 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 do. Blub, 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 blub. Boy. Okay, saved that. And now, on to the next. At least it's basics. The Savannah. For like half an hour to an hour. There we go. Our Savannah. The animal layer is not important.
Oh, Twitch stream is so delayed.
Also, let me open this. Floop.
There it is. Oh my goodness.
I did this earlier already, but yeah. So first, we were at the continental shelf, roughly here. Then in the reefs, roughly here. Now we are in the Savannah, roughly here. Huge expanses of seagrass meadows that look a little bit different to what we have today, because we don't have kelp here. Seagrasses have invaded that niche instead, and have brought forms that form an open canopy, which makes it a little bit like an seagrass open woodland. This piece will be very green. Yeah, actually, let me start with a darker tone first, then go into the light. There we go.
Agenus is asking in Twitch chat, how deep is the Savannah?
What you see here, roughly 10 meters. Or more, actually more like 7.
A little scary for 6 meters. start compiling seagrasses. It's decided. It's oh, I guess somebody's already doing it, maybe? I don't think they have it all of them. Just gonna make a seagrass wall if people could refrain from posting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did? I don't think you got all oh, you're sending okay. If it doesn't send, I'll just send the list I have. Oh, that one's Octolus. Would you mind, because it looks like yours are all sending out of order. Would you mind if you like deleted yours and then I just send the list I have? You, you're not that. You are. One, two, three, four. There's- This is the first round of seagrasses. No, it's just the tree. Okay.
Okay. Let's start with the tall ones. The two here towards the front. That's based on mine. For now.
Do you see glasses on Big Francis? Alki. Yeah.
Also, Yash, are you sure this is supposed to be 10 to 7 meters? Because this looks like 4 to 5 meters of depth.
Or that. I'm eyeballing it.
Okay. And yep. This is
The
every
raft grass.
seagrass. This is every seagrass without savannas. Sea anemones.
Yep. Thanks. I think I'm also gonna start adding like lawns of smaller seagrasses.
Yeah, I'm marking it down now. Let me get yours.
Yeah.
It is. It's just raft grass. You see.
Yeah.
Oh no, Lemupicidium vesiflora. Pisidium. Are these generic ones, or do you have a specific one in
For
mind?
now, they will be more specific later down the line. Oh, actually, let me try something. How does it look if I add?
Also, Yash, I think this piece is, just by looking at it right now, probably going to be one of my favorites, mostly because it reminds me of something really special about where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that the South Florida grass meadow is one of the largest contiguous seagrass meadows in the world, spanning over 150 miles long.
My God.
They used to call me the largest continuous seagrass meadow back in high school.
I did not do that.
Why? Why would they call you that?
I don't know.
Also, an off topic, or not off topic, other talk. This is some pictures of it.
Worst feeling ever is like swimming and then having seagrass touch you.
Then don't come swimming here.
Well, I didn't go swimming there. I'm mostly talking about, well, they're not seagrasses, but they're still aquatic plants. I'm mostly talking about like natural springs or whatever. And like
Oh,
it's
with
like
all the algae and stuff.
yeah, it's like a sensory nightmare if you're not in
Ugh.
like a sandy area.
Not only that, but the fucking super slimy algae in this springs, where it's just like it
Oh,
sticks to you and it's fucking impossible to get up. Like you take it off with your hand, and now it's stuck to your hand. You try to shake it off, now it's on your arm.
so it's too much. There's so much algae.
I think it's fine.
Also, since we're talking about seagrass, it is mandatory that I post this.
The snorkeler.
He's just schnorbling it all up.
Exactly. Very schnurblish.
Oh, fossilized. I think we can get somebody actually suggesting a savanna species in like an hour or two.
What makes you think we're gonna stay on that long?
Well, not like immediately. So did I miss those? I thought I didn't. Did they not? Were they tied to sessile and I just like missed them, or were they just not tagged? And you got you, got you, got you, got you. Oh, I didn't see. Okay, I didn't see the ones there.
Okay, I think that other one just isn't tagged. Oh, wait a minute. I missed it because it was fuck. Because it was smaller because of the preview. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't miss it.
Okay. It's more of a test layer for the moment, but we'll probably add better caustics later. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Oh, let me disable this for now. Okay. Big. Big seagrasses first. Let's see, how big is this? Oops, this, for example, could work. Ah. Classic Discord. Empty layer. You'll love to see it.
Oh, we are not categorizing kelps, Skectota. This is just seagrasses so far.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So orchid bottlewort is also on the larger side with its 80 centimeters, so more like more bushy.
Plus the leaves are like half a meter.
Yeah. Oh, the one by Baron Bromid is on the larger side. Yes. Oops. Nope. Not cropping the wool. Canvas, please. Thank you. Only the layer. How big is... not quite what I'm looking for, petite. This one by Jack Shaw is going also really tall.
Should I mark these down?
Not yet, I would say. I'm more on a shopping spree here than anything else. Need some normal smaller ones as well. I mean, this is already on here by Thyla. This... Ooh, the one by Octolus could be interesting more towards the foreground. Maybe the one by Luan. So Luan's could be interesting because it has flowers on the surface.
Wait, this orchid jugwort, is it pollinated underwater?
Oh, hey, Nick.
Hello. Yeah, we have special shrimp for that.
I'm just wondering how the pollen morphology works.
Don't ask me that. I guess they are very sticky.
Yeah, they must also be like weirdly like both hydrophobic and not. Interesting. Is that a butterfly? I've seen enough. Add the butterfly.
Oh,
I do like
on Luan's. There is
those
a
are the
butterfly
flowers
there.
there.
Yeah. Because
have
like
flowers that
some
are-
of the flowers are like on the surface, so you have a
Ooh.
sea-going moth.
It's a moth?
Or I'm not sure. Wait, is it a moth or is it a butterfly?
What family is
Looks
it?
like a butter.
It's
Looks
a,
like some
it's
weird-
seagrass butterfly. Yeah, it's a big
What
one
family
too.
does it say?
12 centimeter wingspan.
Hold on, let me grab the family for you.
I'm just very fascinated. If it's labeled as Lepidoptera, I never want to see this thing again.
It is just generic Lepidoptera.
Don't draw it. Literally nothing to go off of.
Oh.
Like you could have at least said it was like a weird
Is it-
nymphalid or papilionid.
Nick, I like how you went from I've seen enough added in. Hey, it's just labeled as Lepidopteran. Never mind, kill it.
Well, to be fair, how are you supposed to like draw any of like the features that like specifically could like cause it to become like more aquatic or like exist in the savannas if like you don't have anything to go off to besides
I'll
this
say,
may
at
be a
least make
butterfly
it-
or a moth.
At least make it a new family or subfamily.
No,
at the
no, no,
very
no.
least.
We have not on the submission itself, but in the text on Discord, it gives an
Oh.
ancestor. It gives an ancestor. The shore
Hold
moth
on, let me
and the shore
me
moth.
check- let me check the invertebrate list.
Let's figure that out. Let's go back in time. That is, I think, something by Jackshaw. Yes.
Yes, it is by Jack Chuck. Let me look up the invert list to see what it's from. What family it is.
Oh, it was already coastal.
Yep.
I think.
What is it called? The shore moth. It is
Oh,
Uranidae.
wait. That is. I was on the wrong thing here. That was one
That's
of
a
the,
bit
another
more
one of its
understandable.
descendants. Is this? This is a
It's
shore
Uranidae.
moth. There it is. Coastlines, temperate pluvial forest. Yes, that was from phase 2, and that is an uranid.
Yeah, I'm a little. Its wings don't look very uranid. I mean, I think it's a very cool look. However, I don't think it could fly.
The one by the one that was
No, not the
posted.
not the one that was for this phase.
Oh, for this phase. Yeah. Yeah, I think the wing shape
No, for
would
the
need
most
to
part-
get some
For the most part,
adjustments.
even in the old one, the four wing shape doesn't really make much sense. But I don't need to care about that really that much.
You would know it.
I mean, there are some really weird looking like swallowtail moths, like what is it? I think it's Calodapteryx. They have very interesting wing morphology, but
Mm-hmm.
I'd be okay seeing that thing flying around, pollinating all the flowers. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think you might need to make some changes to its anatomy, though.
Yeah.
This is always the problem. Like even when you give a family for like a bug, it's always just like, well, I don't know. Like the
It's
diversity.
either well, you know exactly what it is, or it's like, no.
Because like these things are both in the same family for reference. I'll post another talk text. This thing is in the same family as this thing.
Is it just decided then oftentimes based on genetics and genitalia?
This is why I think like the abundance of people
that
who
thing.
only
You could also you could have gone for an angle where it's like very. Yeah, here's a good collection of the more drab members of the family.
like I was saying, I think with a lot of that's the problem, like a lot of people who like don't specify like beyond like phylum or subphylum for invertebrates, is that like these things are not they're very diverse, despite the fact that like people categorize them as all like the same thing. For instance, like sponges. And
Oh,
so like
yes.
whatever
Perfect.
like if you just put like porifera, then like that tells you very little about its ecology, where it can be found, like the actual anatomy of it. And so you kind of just got to do a guessing game based off what the person drew.
Yeah, I think best
Yeah.
case scenario for most inverts is you try to get to subfamily because it also gives you a much better reference as to what you're doing anatomy wise as well as ecology wise as well. It can definitely give you good implications for what's going on.
I
Yeah.
also think it varies across groups. Like for instance, I think mollusks, cnidarians, porphyrins can kind of get away with just doing family level, while
Absolutely.
insects benefit greatly from specifying even further in some cases.
I would say in some cases you can probably go to tribe, and it would be much more. What's the word? Fucking.
I mean, from a practical standpoint, it's for me sometimes also good to get like an extremely vague thing, because sometimes I'm looking for something extremely generic, just to fill a certain niche that is filled by nothing else, and so I can just grab that and like tweak it in the direction I need it to be.
True, but depending on the insect, it's so diverse even at the subfamily level.
Yeah,
that
no,
it's
not
like
with
you can-
not with insects. It's more like, for example, with sponges.
I'm not bashing submissions. Good God.
Who's saying we're bashing submissions?
Sorry about it. I think I'm being very constructive about how people should be a little more specific in their naming of animals or their taxonomic organization of animals, especially inverts. As someone who fucking studies insects. Bashing a submission would be like, this sucks and I fucking hate it, but I don't. I think it's a very interesting idea and concept for a coastal pollinating moth. But if you want me to bash submissions, I can.
I think my thing of like just like, oh, I think people should be more specific is just kind of because I'm making an invertebrate phylogeny for Lemuria, and so like it's kind of hard when like it's kind of hard to classify things when people aren't very specific. Because like for instance, every phase one sponge is kind of just like Porphyra in depth, and the only ones that'll probably be more specific is either like stuff that's introduced in phase two. There's ultimately, it's not really a big issue, but like still. It's just the nature of having like invert speculative evolution. Is that not everybody cares about like sponge phylogeny or like the anatomy of a coral polyp.
Again, my whole thing is I feel like people put very little effort relative to maybe vertebrate submissions. And I'm saying this as someone who has been on the council for all three of these phases. Not to say everyone does that, obviously, but it's just like sometimes it's just like a thrown in addition, like, yep, there's this thing. And there's a whole different realm of ecology and physiology and biology that you probably should look into a little bit. As I
That's
think
quite
insects
interesting.
are very interesting.
I think all invertebrates are quite interesting.
I think almost
Especially
all
coming
animals are
from-
very interesting.
Yeah.
But
I'm not saying vertebrates aren't interesting. I'm just saying that like, oh, there's like a unique world out there that a lot of people don't take the time to explore. Especially because I think like anatomy stuff for groups of invertebrates, depending on the group, is like much more prevalent than vertebrates. I mean, the entire manuscripts talking about like a single tribe. Also, yeah, Fenrir, like It's a collaborative effort. If like people did a lot of collabs this phase. If you need like help with anything specifically
Yeah.
regarding like phylogeny for future projects, like there are definitely people who would be willing to help you.
And with most invertebrate stuff, I mean, I'm always happy to give my take or give some recommendations or help. I'm very busy, but I do love to see people interested in doing insect related stuff or general invertebrate related stuff. But no,
And Troyanos,
I'm a submission basher.
and Troyanos says the effort is on par. It's just the base knowledge of vertebrate biology is usually much higher.
Well, the problem is, how can you? I understand what you're saying, Itariano. However, that means, are they applying why aren't their base knowledge of vertebrates biology is much higher, which assumes that you should probably look into invertebrate biology more. Like, does that make? I'm trying to that's
I think that
very
makes.
understandable.
I think you're making sense. Yeah.
Like vertebrate
It's just
biology.
like people.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's just like people are much more willing to like look in depth into like specific vertebrate stuff compared to invertebrate stuff. Which, like I said before, I think that there's way more, um, way more stuff about invertebrates anatomy than like the average vertebrate, especially for fossil groups.
I don't think that people necessarily do more research for vertebrates. I think that people simply know more stuff about vertebrates. Therefore, I think the amount of research that people usually, on average, do into vertebrates or invertebrates is the same, but because people already have more knowledge into one of these, you see that in the quality of the submissions in some cases.
Schnane Johnson fossilized. Yeah, sure. But also then why even make an invert submission if you don't want to put the extra time and effort into learning about the animal, right? Like, just don't put your time and effort into that concept then. If you're not going to like research it at all. I don't know.
If you're gonna do something, don't half-ass it.
Like, not trying to be rude, but it's just like, oh, I don't want to put the effort into this stupid fucking bug. I don't fucking care.
I don't think it's
Like-
it's a lack of appreciation, but a lack of time oftentimes.
It's not like you can't ask people for help. Like, I have made many. I mean, I didn't do much in these last two phases. But the first phase, I put a lot of effort into learning specific vertebrate anatomy that I'm not very, knowledgeable on.
Also, like when I needed help with my bug stuff, I basically ran to Nick every time, and I think my bug stuff came out pretty well.
Yeah. And yeah, it takes more effort. But
I think I will transform one of these in the foreground into one of Luan's big ones here. They are similar in morphology.
Oh, Lolpie saying in Twitch chat, I think a lot of it is also fear of getting things wrong and then as a consequence making false claims, at least in my experience. That is true, but also if like anything is like super bad or super wrong, it could be like well, I don't want to say bad. Bad is a wrong word to use. I apologize for that. Like if
Wait.
anything is wrong,
then like it could just be retcon.
My whole thing is you don't have to spend 10 hours reading a paper about an invert. You can just look up the family you're going to draw and look into the subfamilies, like just images.
Oh.
Like I don't think the doing an invert is 10 hours of research to do one bug. Like
Also,
there are so many good resources to look into just images of insects to get just a basic grasp of anatomy.
also fossil items asking to be let up.
Like
Like worst comes to worst, it's like the Sepulids that we did in the reef piece where we just like somebody thought that they made their colonies out of mud and sand, but they don't. They make it out of calcium carbonate. So it's just like retcon to where now they do make it out of calcium carbonate.
Yeah, exactly.
Like worst comes to worst, if your stuff gets in, it's just going to be retcon to be more appropriate to the anatomy of the group or their ecology.
yeah, which
Yeah.
yeah, fine. But like
This happens with everything. Oh yeah, Lewinsky, nobody is getting on you because of like any mistakes you made. You're okay. Like
you didn't make any like this is not like a specific thing. This is more of a broad sense.
Yeah.
This is nothing on you. I really like your butterfly.
Yeah, I think the butterfly is great. I just wish you specified clade a little bit more, which is like a very light criticism. But since we know it's an Aranid, like small tweaks here and there, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't think, like, yeah, I know what the images mean more than other people, but like, I think different vertebrate groups have a much wider breadth of differences in anatomy than insects. So I just don't necessarily understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the nature of spec.
One of the things that started this whole conversation is wing anatomy. You can't know what doesn't work for an insect wing by looking at a light. I don't understand what this means.
Oh, so that's fine prehistoric kid. If you don't, a lot of echinoderms and stuff are
I was
just
about to
like,
say.
yeah, it's they are like there are some differences. For example, like irregular urchins have like bilaterian symmetry as opposed to radial symmetry, but like ultimately, a sea urchin is not gonna suffer too much from just being labeled as like being a sea urchin.
Yeah.
And also, I don't mean to be an ass in all of this, and I hope I'm not coming across as a total dick. But I just find that, like, yes, you know vertebrate anatomy more. However, like, I just don't understand why it's like such a problem to learn invert anatomy just a little bit. Like there's very basic things that you could learn about general insect anatomy that applies for basically everything, and from there you are fine. And it's not. And as someone who spent a lot of time learning insects, initially, I think it's. How do I fucking put this in a way that like makes sense? I don't know. You had to learn vertebrate anatomy. You had to learn vertebrate shit. I don't think inverts are that much of a hike up if you just look at the very basics.
And I think no one's gonna get on you if it's like, actually, this group has this specific wing venation pattern. No one's gonna
No, I
see
don't
that.
care if you fuck up wing.
Exactly.
That shit does not matter at all. That is extremely like petty to care about wing venation unless you're specifically asking me how can I make this wing venation accurate in something.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, the flies in that family don't have setae on that part of their body. You literally made the worst submission ever.
This shit sucks. No,
This shit
I would
sucks.
never say that. But there are just some very basic things, especially since we're mentioning like LEPs that should be followed, and even then it's very, kind of hand wavy for a lot of things depending on what you're looking into. Like, I mean, fucking plume moths exist.
No, just saw one the other day.
Yeah, if you're
Also,
gonna,
Yash,
my whole thing is if you're gonna fuck with anatomy and make it look weird, just explain it a little bit.
Yash, when you're done, can you take a screenshot of all the stuff you've like all the submissions that you've added so I can mark them down and send them to Tim or you?
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, there's a very loose set of rules with inverts, but from there, it's just like kind of free game for what you can do. And if you were,
Also,
and if you put
true.
yourself,
That's a true prehistoric kid. If you mess up anything about the anatomy of a tribe, you will be old Yellard.
ooh, I like your chud ants.
Also, Nick, I got some really good photos of a jumping spider today. If you want to see them.
Yeah, sure.
In other talk text, I'm gonna spoiler them because they're actually really close up.
Also, someone mentioned Leoteridae. What specifically do you want to know about reconstructing the animal? Like just references or?
Let's put a little bit of damage onto the leaves.
Keep looking at the rabbits or the mice. Just keep looking on the mice.
Tell me about the rabbits, George.
You mentioned.
Yeah. Pretty much fossilized. My major thing is like if you are going to take a route that an insect never has before, you should probably look into it. Instead of just being like, yeah, this does this. Lamau, it's a bug. You just do whatever. Because that just like for me, just feels like me just being like, yeah, I just gave this T-Rex wings. Yep, fuck you. Like.
Saw that the other day on Insta.
That's why that's the first thing that popped in my head. Probably the same thing.
I have seen this now like a few dozen times or so over the last few years. I'm so tempted to make like a video about it. Not like a specific debunking of the wool thing, but like a wool breakdown of the thought process behind it.
Also, the Aussie is here raising his hand.
The Aussie?
There are a few Aussie.
Which one?
This one-
Oh,
this is
of
one of
course.
Do we even have like?
Oh, hey, Turkey.
Yeah. How goes?
He lives.
It goes
Yes, I
well.
do.
How about you? How about you?
Yash in YouTube
I'm
chat. You have
also going well.
Yash in YouTube chat. You have a question. Johnny Patello 5322 says, "Yo, I love your art, man. Is there any course/way of learning you recommend specifically for environment/creature concept art?"
Trial and error.
I never took any courses in that direction. There is probably something on environmental and concept art out there that you could go into. I wouldn't know what to recommend. Best thing I feel when it comes to the fundamentals here is like try to learn composition and perspective is really what you should look into. However, I'm in general not the biggest. I'm not a big fan of like people going, oh, let's take this course so I learn this. Best thing you will learn is by taking something you want to do and just do it. Project-based learning. And you will and try to apply whatever you like pick up onto these things. I wouldn't like go for any specific course or something like that. Like if like to keep your motivation going and stuff like that, just try to do what you want to do and see where it takes you. Like,
I think a lot of the stuff.
I have never done a master's studies in my life.
Josh has never researched anything in his life ever.
I was
Yeah,
born
sure,
this
it's the
way.
secret.
Of course, it came to him in a dream.
The secret ingredient is fun.
Spinosaurus
I think a lot
did
of the-
have-
Quite literally.
Humans don't have fun.
I think a lot of the stuff for me for like learning more composition / environmental drawing or stuff as Lemuria is those little like inset pieces I did with some of my submissions.
Oh, doing like
really-
thumbnail sketches and stuff like that can quite help a lot. Like in general, like
studies.
having
Oh, by Inchariano.
There's so many people who do like years and years of studies without ever really doing what they want to do, like why they started studying in the first place, and then it comes to it and they like the creative muscle is no longer active really. You have to train your creativity just like your fundamentals.
I think a lot of stuff with like self-learning is just like your enjoyment of it. If you don't enjoy what
Yeah.
you're doing, you're not gonna like learn much.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the tough things of trying to retain information that your brain doesn't consider like something that's going to give you joy, and for retaining it, like studying is hard unless you actually care about the subject to a level where you kind of you subconsciously want to keep the info. For example, it's why I'm bad at maths, because I don't like doing maths, so I don't remember any of the math facts.
Another important thing, a lot of the ways I learn are just by just going and being curious. If I'm interested in something, I'll just look it up and start looking into it. Just be
Yep.
curious about it.
Learning by doing.
Curious George.
One of the best ways to
Yep.
learn.
Mm-hmm.
For you.
Yeah.
We start having milk. Oops.
Yeah, the problem, I know I'm off a little tangent here, but yeah, the problem with Leomatarids is that there is just pretty much nothing to work with.
Are they the like lacewing dudes?
They're like weird there's gorilla platids. So they're just in their own weird little fucking thing in Reculata. But they have a lot of interesting like dorsal shields in the prothorax seemingly. And they have these pretty large perinatal lobes oftentimes, I've noticed. Trying to find if I can get
So
a
it's
good
the raft graph by Yash. Which ones are you drawing now?
Let's see what next.
the orchid jugwort by
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah,
Apocalypse,
that's what I just did. I also did the one by barium bromide here. I did 2 by thalaconical, like this little bit bamboo looking thing here, as well as this more bigger leafed one. That's down here, all over the place.
Okay, cool. Let me mark those
Yeah.
down.
The ones is over
Yeah,
here.
I quite like that big leafed one. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's fun. Let me just add, like, in general, grassy texture to some of these blotches.
Actually, this might be a helpful paper.
Goderictes, no, not kelp. These are seagrasses, all of them. There's no kelp in Lemuria.
The difference between kelp and seagrass.
Kelp is algae,
is,
seagrass are angiosperms.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, kelp
Yeah,
are like
that's why these actually have flowers.
macroalgae. These are actually plants.
Intriguing.
Yeah. Also, I'm a little surprised by how patchy the seafloor was. I thought the undergrowth would have been a bit more dense.
I mean, this is first pass. There might be added more. Still.
That's true.
Depends on how much light's coming down then.
Yeah, I mean that is also something because of the taller seagrasses. You will not have like continuously light down there.
That is true. That is true.
Do we have any seagrasses that have developed woody structures, or is it all just mostly leaf?
Kind of. You see, like here towards the foreground, the one by Luan has more woody tissue that goes like halfway up.
Mm-hmm.
Mine has it a little bit at the base, and thylaconicals here is like quite woody, like for most of its length. So it looks a little bit like zigzaggy.
Trees are really cool.
Yeah.
Sea palms.
Yeah, we have a sea palm by by Petite actually. But I'm not the biggest fan, honestly. It feels a little bit too much like just taking a smaller seagrass and scaling it up.
Putting it on top of a baram tree.
For my taste.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so that's those. And then, which two of Phyllis did you do?
Oh, sorry.
Which two of Phyllis did you draw? The bamboo-looking one and
the triangular leafed one.
Okay. Cool.
Vitaphyllum.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so like
Bug tangent over. I apologize.
No, don't. It was very informative.
How dare you care about anything?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm sick. And then someone said I was bashing submissions, and I was like, I'm going to fucking defend myself because I am not doing that.
The only thing I'm bashing is my head against the wall.
That's true.
Classic.
Also, speaking of you, Turkey, I'm very sorry you have to like age verify yourself whenever you enter the stage.
I don't think it's every time. It's just that I hadn't I'd avoided age verifying myself on Discord as a whole.
Wait, it's more than one times you have to age verify?
Yeah, I couldn't join the talk stage until I'd age verified.
Yeah. That's why Petit hasn't talked in months on stage.
Oh.
I caved
Yep.
and was like, well,
Yeah.
I wanna be where the people are.
Yeah.
Turkey submitted
I'm
themselves to ice.
I'm going to bed.
I want.
I got class.
fair enough.
That count.
Get some rest.
Good night.
Good night.
Enjoy my book rant.
Good night. Good night.
Heed my words.
Okay, so these are currently 6 species of seagrass.
Wet my heeds.
Weed my words.
When
We.
the
Yeah, because
And
there's
my
yours,
pages.
orchid jugwort, barium bromids, Lewenskis, and then the 2x-Thyla.
sounds about right. The generic grassy stuff here might also become the one by Thyla because he made a generic looking one. Unless we have another generic looking one that could fill that niche. Where's the fish seagrass by Coelurosaurus here? 30 centimeters tall. That's also going in that direction.
Ooh, I was gonna suggest one of Jackdaws, but they're all like very big.
Yeah, no, I want to
bigger?
add one of Jackdaws. They can. I mean, they do not need to grow this tall. This one here, the
It's
sea
9
bamboo,
meters. Holy crap.
Algae.
is a little more flimsy looking and a little bit smaller.
Holy crap.
I think these are seaweed, algae, seaweed. Ugh.
And we can also add a few macroalgae here.
Okay,
I
we're
mean,
gonna
I'd
add
be very surprised if
micro.
they're 1D.
We're gonna go macro. We're gonna add macroalgae. If you're looking for one that looks like kinda generic that you could like easily slot into somewhere, I think the hair lettuce by Octolus would fit that bill, or the I think it's the horned hole algae from from
We have a few.
Quackapel.
We have a few.
Oh yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't calling them generic as in like they're bad. I was just saying they're they look like seagrass or such algae.
Yeah.
Speaking of macroalgae, did Petite's red floating algae get in or no?
No, not so far. I
As
think.
hair.
I
Wait,
know
was hair
that.
lettuce-
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm trying to see because somebody said that hair lettuce grows on animals, but is it because like? No, I think that's sensitive mats. Well, which one is it then? Because I see like there's multiple drawings, so I assume that the one that has. Oh, that's what it's the never mind, it's the like is it? I think whale lettuce was the one that was. Yeah, whale lettuce was the one that grew. The hair lettuce seemingly is not that one in the thing. It looks to be free living. Whale lettuce grows on animals. Yeah, whale lettuce grows on animals, not the hair lettuce. Or hair lettuce.
Anyway, I was just gonna say, I know that she didn't say that it was in the savannah, but because she said it could wash up on coast, maybe you could show some of it just floating on the surface, perhaps.
I mean, it could also go into the coast, but yeah, we will certainly have some surface life going on here.
Having the for the coast, having the edge of the water covered in like a massive algae or seaweed wash would be really cool.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, but the issue with that is that it obscures some other like shelled things that are coastal that could wash up.
I mean, it doesn't need to be everywhere.
Shells on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can find.
So that's true. Octolus made
Although,
one for savannah.
spoilers, there will be quite a bit of red stuff in the coast anyway. But
We gotta have something to fill the void of the Icarus finger.
The Icarus finger, this is no longer green.
Yeah, it's green.
For an amazing reason.
I wasn't
No.
gonna say that, but I was waiting for someone else to say that.
It's not green for an amazing reason. It's green because it has photosynthetic algae, I believe.
It's
Which
not
is an
easy
amazing
to
reason.
do green.
Are you just saying green enough? That's all.
Hmm.
The photo that I'm putting in, oh, come on, Discord, do the thing. In other talk, this is the level of seaweed that one of our coasts down south gets like during winter.
Oh, I thought that was the image for a second.
So much. There's so much algae.
Oh my god.
So that's not cliff face. That's just how high up it
The
builds up,
fuck
and then the water
happens there?
slowly erodes it back down.
That
I'm imagining
that
that
looks
is-
like just
Did everything die?
compost.
Did everything die?
It looks like a bunch of mulch. Like someone poured mulch
Yeah,
on a
it
beach.
looks like what's the why is it
so
mulch?
bad.
Why is it mulch?
I'm imagining that is incredibly smelly, though.
Oh yeah,
Most definitely. It's a bunch of
I have
rotting plant
found-
matter.
it usually becomes thick enough that you can pretty much walk on top of it. But I have found in there various shells. I've found Portuguese man of war.
Oh,
Oh,
I've
jeez.
found, well, I don't know if it's Portuguese man of war, but I've found blue bottles, which look very similar. I have found Port Jackson sharks
Oh,
that
boy.
have died and like kind of dried out.
Shame.
Various fish. Found squid.
Honestly, I would hate walking on that. If there are manowars in there, I'd just be afraid to like trip one of the tentacles that's just strewn across the.
You have to wear. You want to wear wellies if you're doing it.
Yeah. Also,
I'm just assuming
uh,
that this is like an international term and not just an Australian thing.
I have never heard wellies, but I'm not
Yeah,
native.
wellies. No, that's an Aussie thing.
Okay, wellies are like Wellington boots, like big rain boots, rubber ones usually.
Ah. That makes sense.
Also, Skekdodo, I don't think this is sargassum. Sargassum specifically grows around like the Atlantic, but Turkey. Do you know anything specific about that?
Nah. I know that we're on the Indian Ocean.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Really? What
but
makes
I
you
don't
say
think
that?
I don't think sargassum is particularly prevalent in the Indian Ocean. If I saw like a bunch of seaweed or algae washed up on an Australian beach, sargassum would not be my first guess.
Yeah, sargassum is more prevalent in like the Atlantic, like the
Yeah,
Caribbean.
Although I do think some of it is like some species of it are in like Southeast Asia, but they get much more dense in like Mexico.
I mean, the
Crazy.
sargassum sea for a reason.
Yeah.
I'll have a Google.
Huh?
I'll have a Google.
That's true.
Okay, let's add the flowers here too.
Hmm.
Alrighty, we get. What seaweed grows down here?
The news broadcast jingle just started playing.
Oh, somebody in YouTube chat is suggesting Kaliarthron.
What is that again?
They're algae.
By who? Yeah.
No, not the suggesting for them in like paleo in like the Lemuria. This like as a suggestion for what could be washing up on Australian beaches, I believe.
All right.
So we mainly get sorry about that. We mainly get ribbonweed, wireweed, and occasionally oval paddleweed. So Poseidonia and Amphibolus.
I see.
But this is
Oh yeah, looking at the Wikipedia page for the
paddleweed.
ribbonweed.
I think it's Poseidonia.
Yeah, this is what they look like. This is what large amounts of them look like. So I think it is that.
Ribbonweed's great. I hate it. I hate swimming over ribbonweed because you can't see anything under it.
Oh God.
It's not a huge, like, it's not ridiculously long plant. Like, I think they generally only get to about 30 centimeter long or so. Let me see. But yeah, they do form like huge meadows.
Okay, let's put in an algae.
Wait, what the hell do you mean it's considered near threatened? It's a fucking seagrass.
Oh, seagrasses can be surprisingly vulnerable.
Yeah, turtle grass is endangered because it's like only here in South Florida and a couple parts of the Caribbean.
In 2022, a single strand of Poseidonia australis, so Australian ribbonweed, was reported by scientists not only to be the largest plant in the world, but the largest organism by square size.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was from a meadow that was up to 180 kilometers apart. We're all a single clone of the same plant.
Oh,
the
wow.
plant covers a seafloor area of 200 kilometers squared. This exceeds the size of the Armillaria fungus, as well as a strand of quaking aspen trees. So the more famous ones. In terms of colony length alone, it's longer than the diameter of the average neutron star.
What the
God.
The plant is estimated to have taken at least 4,500 years to grow this size by using rhizomes to colonize new parts of the seafloor. Assuming an average rhizome growth rate of around 35 centimeters a year, this age puts it also among the oldest known clonal plants too.
Oh my goodness.
Dang.
Oh my
Australia
god.
stays winning.
I was gonna ask because I know Pando, like the quaking aspen clone, is like also brought up regularly in that regard. That's
No,
interesting.
this is bigger than the aspen. This is bigger than the mycelium colony. Lord Almighty,
Goodness gracious.
great balls
So
of
much
fire,
algae.
yummy.
Like balls of algae.
Yeah, I guess that does go to very much prove the whole thing of like seagrass is probably one of the most viable plants for consumption.
Oh my god, those ripple marks already make it look so much more dynamic.
Also, the photosynthetic siphonophore isn't too insane.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
not
cursed
too
at all.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty normal, isn't it?
I mean,
Like,
I don't think there are photosynthetic siphonophores, but like there are photosynthetic cnidarians. So I don't think it's too crazy to say that a siphonophore could like develop a new zooid for the purposes of like hosting algae.
Yeah, exactly. Like those are arguably one of the animals that you could do that with pretty feasibly.
Also, considering that like there are so many types of zooids that are like entirely novel to a specific family or even like genus of siphonophore.
Yeah, like they can get wacky as shit. Like siphonophores are one of those groups where it's like you think it gets crazy, it gets even crazier. Just watch.
Adding
Ooh,
this one gaps.
Fossilized says that the idea for the Lemuria flora came from me observing colonies of baby upside-down jellyfish against the surface of the water at my aquarium. Since upside-down jellyfish are photosynthetic, which is pretty darn cool.
Yeah, which would arguably be a more like derived version of that lifestyle.
Because as far as I'm aware, oh no, I wasn't saying you're saying it was impossible. I was just like, I don't think it's that cursed. Unless like you think all siphonophores are cursed, which is, you know what, very fair.
That is very fair. That is
Very
very
fair.
fair.
Yeah, I don't think scyphozoans or so have like specific organelles for holding on to algae. I think they just hold it within their bells, maybe. Compared to the siphonophore, which has dedicated zooids for it.
Yeah.
This is the orchid bottle wort.
I guess.
Gapsis lemuriensis.
Just drop their full legal name.
I mean, yeah. What do I have to do today? I need to do the washing. I need to bring the washing inside. I need to figure out a costume, and I'm cooking dinner tonight. Okay.
Oh, yippee.
Yippee. All my chores lined up in my brain.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw this, but some new Magna Pinna footage got uploaded.
Yes, I brought it up
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
It was very cool.
Oh, okay.
And
Like,
apparently
it's
more is coming later this week.
It's so good. Like, this actually shows like footage of its siphon, which a lot of footage only like really doesn't. It is honestly kind of nice to see more footage of that guy popping up. Because when I was growing up, that was one of those creatures where it's like, oh, we have like 5 videos of it max.
Wow.
Hmm. The seagrass brush.
I mean, it's just a bristle brush. It's good for fiber in general.
I love like 5-line brushes or whatever. They're very good, very good.
I recently installed a brush set for my critter that has like they all look like oil painting. So they've got like there's like a little bit of a shine to some of them, but they're all kind of thick and have ridges and stuff. And I was like, this is really good for doing like wood and horn textures
Mm-hmm.
because it looks like bark or like growing lines and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love using brushes for their non-intended purposes. Where did
Okay. I think in a second here we are gonna end it.
No, you have so much for.
Do you think this will be all the seagrasses we're adding, or are there going to be more?
Maybe one or two more. We'll see. We'll see.
Also, I love the Snord VPN ad. I didn't think that was actually happening.
There's more to come, Boss Ladder. I should have the first draft of one of my video ones done by next Friday.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
The concept of like you look away from Paleostream for 1 second, you tune back in, and then like you see an advertisement.
Yeah.
Oh,
Follow Paleostream, or Nick is coming straight to your home.
please open up your Paleostream packs and receive a Vex booster or a rare Nick card.
That just sounds like a vaccine, like a Vex booster.
Vaccine.
True.
I'm gonna cry.
No. Can't cry.
Don't cry.
Cry louder.
Only joy and whimsy in here.
Emma.
That is true. We could get everyone's pet budgies and put them in like an image.
I used to have a pet budgie ago.
Oh, nice.
How many are?
His,
How
he
many?
was blue and white, and his name was Jesus.
Sorry, what happened?
No. But
I was gonna say, how many people here have pet budgies?
I have 2. I know Alex has at least 1.
mine has passed
Okay.
away, so I can't exactly go and get
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
I
that.
might have some old photos.
How old were they? If you don't mind me asking, of course.
Actually, no clue. They flew into our house, and we tried putting out things, being like, "Hey, has anyone lost a budgerigar?" No one picked them up, so we're like, "Okay, cool. I guess he's ours now." And my mum's old roommate, who was living with us, was talking to her in the backyard about how I had this lady come up to me at the soup kitchen telling me that Jesus was going to fly into my life, and then the budgie landed on her lap, and so we were like, "Well, I guess we're naming it Jesus in a fully atheist household, mind you."
Damn.
I also have to ask:
Awesome.
is there a possibility that they were wild budgies?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're in
No.
Australia.
White and blue.
It was white and gold. Oh, okay, yeah. Then that's not a wild budgie.
There is not a single possibility that this was a wild budgerigar.
Yeah, no shot.
I'm actually an anti-vexer because vaccines make Lemurians want to read.
Oh no. I'm not giving my Lemuria submissions vaccines because I'm. How long did you guys have Jesus? That sounds really weird, honestly.
What?
About 2,000 years.
How long
2,000
did you
years.
own Jesus?
How long have you had Jesus in your heart?
I think we had him for easily at least 6 years.
At least 3.
Oh damn, nice. Yeah,
Um,
3.
Yeah, we had him longer than the Romans did.
That is fucking foul.
He like-
Oh my god.
No, he's not a foul. He's a budgie. We had him in. He liked making nests in my hair because I've got quite thick curly hair, so he'd like sit on the top and kind of wrap around everything.
It was a boy though. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
one is the Azure tip seagrass, so Justera.
Why are you blue?
Did you add any more from Thylas?
No.
Okay. Justera.
I feel like I need one more big one, I think.
Yeah, something to fill out the background, perhaps.
Oh, Yosh, I get to claim a birthday drawing soon. Haha.
What?
Wait, that's a thing.
I turned 24 in 9 days. I kind of only realized this yesterday.
Ancient place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be the oldest person in Paleo stream. It's going to be cool.
Actually, what is it with this one by Petite? What's the size of this?
Hang on, I can go find it. What is it called?
Ichthyanthosos.
Okay.
Whoa, Halo 3 rat be upon you.
Where are you?
So what's the next environment you're doing after this one?
Coast.
Coastal.
Hell yeah. I think all of my submissions for this phase have been coast ones.
Nice. Okay, 40 centimeters. Yeah, let's put this one in.
Yeah, 40 centimeters.
Wait, what have my submissions been this phase? I've already forgotten what I submitted. I don't know they were posted.
You did a vulture.
Oh yeah, I did a vulture, and I also did the I helped. I had brain words.
You helped screen the go with the whale.
That's the one. We made the freaky ass whale.
Yeah, that one. I genuinely do hope that cetacean gets in. It's so funny looking.
I don't see it getting in. But I have good feelings about the vulture.
Yeah, well, hopefully it doesn't get hit by a boat.
Or a bus.
Stop it. Stop it with the boat. No more.
It's crazy
Oh
because
wait,
like
is
the
this a
original
reference that I'm
joke,
too cool to understand?
it's a reference to something that happened earlier, and it's crazy because
Yeah.
like when I made that joke the first time, to me it was funny because it was specifically Screen's dad showing up with the boat, but it's just kind of morphed into just any boat. Like it's become so far removed already in like a day.
I find
Joke
it really
of Theseus. Joke of Theseus. If you removed
find it
all
really
elements,
funny.
it's still the same joke.
I find it really funny how phase one's jokes were belly up and then land jellyfish, and then phase three's jokes are Snish and then Screen's dad in the boat.
So far.
What were phase two's jokes? I'm trying to remember. I think phase two really had a lot of jokes.
There was no humor back then.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, there was no humor 1 year ago in Paleo Street.
I missed the weed trees.
That was Atlantis.
But that was yeah,
That's
well,
good.
same deal. They're both speculative islands. Let's do a speculative continent next.
Well,
This
Lemuria
is a continent.
Not real. Okay, yeah, I
It's
guess.
an island.
It's
It's
India
a
plus
subcontinent.
no, it is a full continent. It is bigger than Australia.
I've heard
Full
it
metal
more so-
continent.
Okay, hold
I've
on.
heard it-
There was a debate about this, and the argument was Lemuria is its own continent, but if it were, it could also technically be classified as a subcontinent of Asia. But technically speaking, it is a continent.
Well, it could be a subcontinent of Asia because it's not connected to Asia.
Neither is Indonesia.
Well, Indonesia is not a subcontinent. Nobody calls Indonesia a subcontinent. It's just a part of Asia.
Okay, I was only calling it a subcontinent because I remember some of the earlier promotion for Lemuria called it as such. I didn't know it got changed. But I mean, yeah, it's the Lemurian Ocean. I guess it does make more sense for it to be a proper continent.
And also, Indonesia itself is not very far removed from the Asian continent versus Lemuria, which has not a huge gap, but it's quite sizable.
It's literally right where Indonesia is. What do you mean? The gap is the
Hold on.
same size.
I don't know. Let me look at the.
Oh my god. No. Screen.
Google Drive. Lemuria Phase 3.
What's the goo doing?
Nothing, not him. It's just something that Soap made in other talk texts. But yeah, I'm assuming this is the last thing we'll be adding then.
Yeah. Let's have a last look. How big will this guy be? 5 centimeter.
Not the same size gap, by the way. Why the fuck is that so low quality?
What? Whoa! Why is?
There's some more. There's some more pixels. Sorry, there's some more pixels.
Okay, good.
But yeah,
Okay, I was
it
gonna
is
say.
not the same. It is not the same distance.
Yeah, I never realized that. Never mind. Also, interesting. I never noticed this. Interesting that Antarctica, it's not fully landlocked by the look of it.
What? What do you mean not
Like-
fully landlocked?
I mean, not. It's not fully covered in ice. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Would Australia be warmer or colder?
Probably roughly the same, actually.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because Southwest is about the way it is because of the winds we get from Antarctica, but they change it all from having the island the continent near us.
Also, Lemuria itself is, I think, warmer than our timeline, the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As evidenced by Antarctica not fully being covered in ice, but yeah.
Rodin.
South America will be going insane again. There's seemingly no complete land bridge for the Great American Biotic Interchange to happen. It's getting close. It's getting close.
There would be an interchange.
Yeah, probably not the same time as in our timeline, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know
think
how crazy it could be.
I'm putting in this thing, and then I think we're done.
I don't know how crazy it would be considering that like a lot of the diversity of our timeline came from like large nodo ungulates. And I don't know if it was probably would not. I don't know, but I don't know if they would still come about in the same way they did if dinosaurs were still around.
Well,
And there's also the issue that a lot of bird diversity could be hampered by like the survival of pterosaurs.
Well,
not
we
really.
don't know if that's the case outside of Lemuria.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying because in Lemuria, it's not because it's like pterosaurs are phase 3 this like introduced taxa, but like in the other parts of the world, and they might not be. They might be like native since the KPG.
No, not pterosaurs really.
Which one is this one?
I mean, if we assume that like the vast majority of pterosaurs at this point are like obligate grazers, then I don't think that really puts a lot of pressure on birds.
Well, certain species of bird, certain groups.
Yes, certain, of course, but yeah. But I mean, like, if actual horses, like just actual horses are a thing in this timeline, then I don't know. I don't think there's a lot
I'd like to see.
I'm just gonna read all the horses.
I'd like to see some spec project people could do with like horses like being present in South America during this time and like seeing how they could radiate without like other pressures. I think that could be interesting.
We evolve a Calicthere from a horse.
I mean, they basically did.
That would be hype.
Yeah, that would be easy.
Isn't that kind of already what happened?
There are
No,
kind of Calicthere-looking horses in the fossil record.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too difficult.
Calicthere are evolving from Paraceratherium, so we get just a giant King Kong.
Oh.
King Kong, but it's a giant slow-moving loris.
That is honestly more terrifying than if it was like a gorilla. I gotta be honest.
I think that would be a really fun one because it'd be like, well, it got big because it's slow moving, so it can conserve its energy and just put that all into growing.
I mean, I'd be more concerned if it like kept the venom. I don't think it would, but if it did,
it's not exactly like they'd use it as an offensive thing. They don't go around pricking things to kill them.
Yeah, I know, but it's still that.
This is the last thing you're adding tonight, Yash?
Yep.
Okay, then I will copy this and send it out.
Thank you, Vex.
Indeed.
You will watch your career with great interest.
We'll watch your interest with great career.
You will watch your. Okay.
We will watch you.
You will watch your Pinterest.
We will watch you. You will be boiled.
I was boiled once.
My final message
That's
to the world. Goodbye.
I think my favorite thing that I've seen on a meme in a long time was just this, like, it's a big text thing, and then at the end he's like, and then my brother responded with, "You will be boiled." And so now me and my partner will just randomly say that to each other.
Beautiful.
Pardon me.
Gesundheit.
Wait, this is an algae?
You're an algae.
Fossilized is saying it's supposed to be algae, but they don't think the species is very reasonable. Probably because of the leaves. Because like
Yeah, I
if
was
you
about
look
to
in
say.
other talk texts, they posted the ancestor, and the leaves are quite different.
Oh, it's one of
Yeah,
these.
I would.
Not sure.
I mean, you can just keep them in for now, and then
Well,
like
just
when more people are
let's
online
see
tomorrow,
what.
there can be more of a consensus.
Yeah. Maybe add like a question mark to that in the listing then, Vex.
Just adding tentative next to it.
Yeah. Also, I like that like blank space towards the front of the mural. It looks like a chasm has just opened up in the savannah. Very nice.
The sea chasm.
The sea chasm.
Also, high screen.
Screen. Where?
Screen
YouTube
the
chat.
where?
And
On
other
YouTube chat.
oh, and you. No, hey, screen. How was work today?
In communications, like a YouTube chat.
It's goes really quite yeah.
Damn.
Understandable.
Megalodon and Jason Statham are coming out of the chasm.
I'm glad that no one did. Wait, did anyone do giant sharks for Lemuria?
Yes,
Quite a
they
bit.
did.
Quite a lot.
Well, I wouldn't say giant, but definitely big.
Megalodon sized?
No.
Not
Oh
quite.
no, nothing that big. No.
Good.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
a
gonna
bit
make
bigger
a
than.
shark that is the size of a megalodon, but it's like it makes rivers, and his name is Billy
Rivelodon.
Riddledon.
Billy Bob Don.
We did get
Yeah, Billy Bob Darwin.
we did get a lot of like large size odontids though, considering those were like the one proper like wait, hang on a minute.
I think like a really fast moving steel specialist could be cool. Is this the right? So is this the last phase, or are we getting a secret?
No, this is last
Ending.
phase. I mean,
This
if
is the
there
last
was a
phase.
secret later phase, why would I say that? Like, then it would no longer be secret.
Maybe you're trying
You know
to
what?
lead us
That's
astray.
so fair. Yeah, I think you're actually trying to mislead us. Down with the deceiver!
Never.
You're gonna come back in 5 years and say that we actually have a Dinotopia phase for Lemuria.
Yeah, the next phase is actually just modern day, and we have to draw like suburbs and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
god.
Just general area.
Assuming humans even evolve in this timeline.
Yeah.
Yosh, that's a question for you, I guess. Do humans evolve in this timeline?
No.
What?
The conditions that make like our whole family happen don't exist. There wouldn't even
How
be
so?
hominins.
What about lemurs?
Oh yeah. No, stuff like that. We have Omomiads on.
Lemur.
We have Omomiads
Lemuria.
on Lemuria.
Oh, Lemurian, yes.
So we could have like a different branch of potentially sapient lemur ancestors.
There are many possibilities. None of them will come to fruition. Anyway.
What if I start my own spin-off?
You are free to do so.
You all are wrong. The sapient race in this timeline will be the running gif of your pterosaur that Aberrantologist made.
Yeah, I made that. Yeah.
Was that you that made it?
It was Soap Muncher. It was Soap Muncher that made it.
Soap, I know you're in the audience. I am so sorry.
Not sorry enough you are.
Also, Vex, I love that gif of Clancy Brown so much.
It's a very
Anyway,
good gif.
This has been tonight's stream. We started, yes, with the Savannah. However, most of the night was spent looking at this bullshit here. The reefs of Lemuria in the Pleistocene. Most importantly, this turtle. Behold the turtle.
Behold him.
It is my favorite thing ever. Anyway, this would have been everything for her, guys. Thank you all for being here. And see you potentially next Friday when we continue with this. Most likely. Unless something happens. Who knows? We will never know.
Wait, what's going to happen, Josh?
What will happen? I'm not going to tell you.
I don't know.
Okay. Good night, everyone, and bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Good night.
That is such a
So
good
long,
face.
thanks for all the
Safe